could go. I even hit the bottom low, but that was just part of my growth. My heart's always broken, I guess I'm starting over. And now my battered soul is going back through the motions. I'm just half of a whole who once had no control.
Now from Citi Field in Flushing, New York, we welcome you to another edition of Baseball on the Show. Tonight, an intriguing matchup between the San Francisco Giants and the New York Mets. With Dan Plesac and Mark DeRosa in the booth. And guys, a game today that features what would be the two wildcard teams if the season ended as it stands now.
Yeah, both of these teams battling to stay in postseason position, Matty, at least in this wild card race. So this game is going to have a huge impact. Not only are they both trying to keep their lead on the other teams in this race, but they're also potentially jockeying for home field advantage in the wild card game by trying to grab that top wild card spot. Basically, every game for these clubs means a lot from here on, so I expect to see an exciting one here.
Taijuan Walker gets the ball for the Mets in this one. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, Matt, this guy's been throwing the ball really well. He picked up his 10th win of the year in his last one, and he'd like nothing more than to make it 2 good ones in a row and pick up his win number 11 today.
Stepping up is Austin Slater. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
Austin Slater.
Walker steps into his windup. First pitch on the way. And we are underway now in New York as the first pitch of the night is taken for ball one. Fellas, these Mets, as they enter play here tonight, they've been playing some pretty good baseball of late as they've won 6 of their last 8 games.
Yeah, Matty, this is a nice one. First game of a homestand. You played well on the road. You got a chance to grab a shower and sleep in your own bed last night. I bet you this team comes out on the attack today. Check that out right there. I love me some of that. Staying inside the baseball, moving it the other way. Sometimes a pitcher can execute his pitch, but it doesn't mean the batter can't grab a knock.
Stepping up to the plate, Mauricio Dubon. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball one. Slater on at first, nobody out. Fouled away. The 1-1 home.
No reason to sit on anything other than hard stuff in a location you like and drive it right now.
The 3-1 pitch. High and deep down the left field line. And foul. Oh, double play ball to second. 4. To second for 1. On to first, but not in time as he's in there ahead of the throw.
That was kind of a high degree of difficulty play that time. You see the off-balance throw to second base, and he couldn't get a lot on it, but they did get the out.
And that'll bring up the big bat of Alex Dickerson, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He'll enter play here at 304. 26 home runs and 84 runs batted in. The 0-1 pitch. This one's down to third. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly.
That is good. The second baseman, Tommy.
Now at the plate here is Tommy La Stella. And there you see his righty-lefty splits and how they've played out so far this season. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he puts it on the ground to second. He's got it. There's one. Relay to first in time. And just like that, this side is retired. One pitch, 2 outs. A pitcher's best friend to end the inning. Back with more Monday Night Baseball following this.
Now I'm switching up my energy. My enemies feel like I got.
Nick Tropiano, a right-hander from the Empire State, gets the starting assignment here. Dan, any thoughts?
Well, Matt, you hate to go into game thinking that you're going to have to get the bullpen involved, but you may have to with this guy on the mound. He's not known for going very deep into games. Very rarely does he go 6 innings or more, so this very well could be one of those Johnny Holstaff days.
Jonathan Villar is in to start things off as he looks at a ball to start the inning. 1-0. Guys, you take a look at the Giants as they begin play here tonight. They come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out.
Yeah, Matty, everyone always looks at the schedule, and these cross-country trips can be a bear. I always looked at him with a smile on my face. 5 hours into playing with the boys, playing some cards, really coming together. I feel like that's where the chemistry of the team really starts to take shape on those long cross-country trips. Let's see how this team plays today.
The 1-1.
2-1.
Line to the right side. And that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning.
Batting second, the shortstop, Luis Guillorme.
Into the box now, Luis Guillorme, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. That batting average hovering in the high 230s. 2 home runs, 10 RBIs. And here's a fastball in for strike 1. 91 miles an hour that time. Time for a look at the umpires working this one. Behind the plate is Darryl Parker.
Well, Dero, Darryl Parker behind the dish, and you never really know what you're going to get from this guy.
Yeah, sometimes, and I'd hate to be mean and say he flips a coin back there because that's not the case. But as an offensive player, you have to find a consistent zone. You just can't.
Now a throw over to first. Runner's back. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. This is skied into short left center. Dickerson's under it. And that's the first out of the inning. With a moment here in Flushing Meadows, let's meet the Mets. Who do you have your eye on, Dan?
Matt, I think there's some concern about Michael Conforto right now. You know how bad he was last month? He hit 200 on the nose. Not a lot of guys can stay in the lineup when they're struggling this bad, so we're hoping to see that he can figure this thing out soon.
In now, Dominic Smith, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. He did not play last night, but clearly back in the starting 9 for this one. He's ready. Here's the 1-0.
That's in. Ball 2.
Now this is the kind of count this guy feeds on at the plate. You can bet he's geared to hit the fastball right here.
Outside, 3-0 now.
We're seeing a good AB here from the 3-hole hitter. If he can work a walk or pick up a hit here, he's going to put that cleanup guy in a really good position to do some damage in this first inning.
3-1 to the Mets left fielder.
4-seam heater right down the middle. I would have thought he popped the clutch on that pitch.
Here it is on 3-1. Here's a swing and a miss at the off-speed pitch. It's a full count now, 3-2.
Hey, there was great arm action on that 3-1 changeup right here. He's got this guy thinking. That's the beauty right now. We go to a full count. Do you sit changeup or do you stay with the heater?
Full count still. The next 3-2.
You can really tell they're trying to keep the ball in on this big slugger right here.
Is that an effort to keep him from getting extended, do you think?
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt. But he might spin to win if he starts looking for it in there.
Another full count pitch home. And another foul ball. Here's a look over to first. Throw is up the line as it gets away.
I think this one all comes down to poor footwork. The runner really didn't have that big of a lead by any means, so he was probably just simply throwing over there. It looks pretty easy, right? But when you're spinning to make that throw like that, this one just gets away from him, something he might need to work on before his next outing.
A payoff pitch one more time. There's ball 4.
And with first base open, the last thing he wanted to do was give him something to hit in the heart of the zone. So no harm done. Force out anywhere now.
Next to hit, Pete Alonso entering play. He's ranked number 6 in the National League RBI race, and with a chance to add to that total here.
And he's the best in that category on this ball club, guys. He's the guy they look to bring him home.
From the stretch, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty, it's strike 1.
For most people, being down 0-1 would seem like a lot, but this guy is such a good hitter. He doesn't care going deep in the count. He's got runners on base. He has a game plan every time he comes to the plate. Let's see how this one plays out.
The 0-2 home. Hit high in the air down the right field line. And that's going to fall for a base hit. And they'll hold that runner at third as everybody moves up a base, and they're loaded with one away.
The right fielder.
Well, that's what's so disappointing as a pitcher, D-Row. You make a really good pitch, and yet this guy's so big and so strong, he's able to muscle it into right field for a base hit.
Yeah, you hand your batting gloves to the first base coach right there, and you thank your lucky stars. That's a nice AB.
Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. From the stretch.
Ball. 1-1.
Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Just a bit low. Tough call, but it's 2-2.
Well, that backdoor breaking ball just missed right there. It's a very effective pitch. If you can hit the outside corner of that pitch, it's unhittable.
Now here's a fly ball. Well hit. Going back is Slater. Gone! It's a grand slam. So one swing, and he unloads the bases on that one. Number 21 for him on the season, and the Mets have jumped out to a 4-0 lead.
Well, it seems like only a couple of minutes ago that we were ready for a hard-fought game, but things have taken a dramatic turn here early. They jumped all over this guy, including that grand slam, and they might not be done yet.
So here's Jeff McNeil, one of the better hitters in the game this year, currently 7th in the National League batting race.
What a terrific season this guy's having. Up near the leaders in batting average, without a doubt the highest average and the best hitter on this team.
There's a strike at the knees, 0-1.
As a manager, when you see a guy struggling like this in the first inning, your mind starts racing, trying to figure out about how long you're going to go with this guy and how many guys you might end up having to use out of your bullpen just to get through this thing. Not a good spot to be in.
Count now, a ball and a strike. The 1-1. 4 runs here in this half inning. High in the air out to center field. Center fielder on the run. He gets there, and that's the second out.
Batting 7, the center fielder, number 22.
Digging in will be Ramon Laureano, looking to get on base and keep this first inning alive. The pitch.
I think this inning could have far-reaching effects in this game. They're really making him work, and unless he dials it in, it's probably going to limit how deep he goes into this game.
The windup and the 0-1.
Count 1-1.
A ball and 2 strikes. The count now with the bases empty and 2 away. And that's going to be high 2-2 now.
We just saw a fastball right there. I would not be shocked if he tries to get this guy to go fishing right here and drops a little off-speed pitch in the dirt.
Swing and a high fly ball out to left field. Dickerson's going back, but he can't get to this one. It's off the wall, and he is in the second with a 2-out double.
Sometimes you get off on the wrong foot, and it's hard to get back on the right one. That's the 4th hit he's given up here already in the early going. He's got to find a way to string some outs together, or he's going to be in some deep trouble.
So now to the plate, James McCann, as he'll take a look at ball 1. 249 the average coming in, 14 homers and 38 runs batted in. A dive, but it's off his glove. Throw in time, and they stop the bleeding as this side is retired. But the damage has been done for the Mets, and it came on this grand slam. We'll head to the top of the second. It's now 4-0 New York. Here's the first baseman, Brandon Belt. He appeared as a pinch hitter in yesterday's contest.
They've gotten a gut punch to start this game. There's no doubt about this, but that's when you have to turn the scoreboards off. Everybody do their job one at bat at a time.
Here's the first pitch to him, as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1.
As an offense right here, 4-0, you can't let that get away from you. You're a grand slam from tying this one up. Everyone take a deep breath and just start getting some guys on base.
Belt in front, 2 balls and no strikes. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0. Here's the pitch, and that misses for ball 4. So it's a leadoff walk here to start the second.
Well, that is definitely not the way to start an inning. One thing to give up a walk, but to do it on 4 pitches is pretty alarming. He looks a little thrown off right now.
Next to stand in is Wilmer Flores. First chance for him here with a man on following the leadoff walk. Walker comes set. Here's the pitch. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1.
Nice job by the pitcher right there to establish himself back into the strike zone. Would have liked to have seen the hitter been a little bit more aggressive in that situation. Usually when a pitcher throws 4 balls in a row, that next pitch you could get super greedy right down the middle.
Had him reaching at thin air that time, and he's very quickly down 0-2.
Real ugly 0-1 swing there. As a pitcher, you've got to be hunting for the strikeout, knowing you have this guy way off balance.
Tried to get him to go after one below the knees, but it's 1-2.
Interesting sequence of pitches right there. A real ugly swing on a ball away, and it looks like the batter has a much better idea of what he's looking for after that second pitch.
Here comes the 1-2. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
That was some nice execution on that pitch. Spotted it nicely down around the bottom of the zone. And when you do that, especially with 2 strikes, not a lot of guys are going to hurt you. You're going to get a lot of ground balls and swings and misses down there.
In is the third baseman, Evan Longoria, as he'll fall behind here as he goes after a fastball that might have been out of the zone. It's strike 1. That batting average hovering in the high 230s. A dozen home runs and 34 driven in. Down and away, ball 1.
Yeah, and if you get a guy flailing at a pitch like that, heck, you're going to go out there and throw that same pitch till he proves he can lay off of it.
The 1-1 home.
2 balls, 1 strike.
I love the approach out on the mound. Everything's down in the zone as it should be, but now you find yourself in a 3-1 count. Do you elevate a little bit more and get back in this zone, or do you just pitch around them?
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. A ball hit hard to the left side, and that'll get down for a base hit.
That's the battle, Matty. Working yourself into a 3-1 count, having count leverage and getting ahead to a fastball. You don't get too many opportunities throughout the course of a game to have full count leverage, and he took advantage.
And that'll bring up Buster Posey. 0-1 the count. Posey, a native of Georgia. This is his 12th season in the big league, so he's put together a really nice career to this point.
Yeah, Matty, you ain't kidding right there. 10 years, we refer to that in the biz as hitting full pension.
0-2 the count to Posey. Belt over at second. Longoria is over at first with 1 away. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Long run for the right fielder. He gets there and makes a fine running play for the second out.
Batting 9, the pitcher, Nick Tropiano.
Now to the plate, here is Nick Tropiano. 2s all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course here in inning number 2. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. A 1 pitch on its way.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Hit on the ground. Oh, and it's off the first base bag. And they won't get an out from this as he's able to reach on a play that you just don't see very often. Well, that's his first major league hit. There might not be too many more to come considering he's a pitcher, but I'm sure that's still a pretty exciting moment for him.
Hey, listen, hits are hard to come by, Matt. I only had 1 in my entire 18-year career. 1 for 15, but hey, I still remember that 1 hit.
So that brings up the outfielder Austin Slater as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. He singled to open up the ball game. Now this is on the ground to second. Is he going to get out of this? Over to first. He does get out of it, and the inning is over. Giants leave them loaded. They trail here 4-0. So here's the Mets pitcher, Taijuan Walker. He's set to lead off the home half of the second.
The pitcher,
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he misses with it, 1-1. Splitter taken here, 2-1.
He might still be thrown off from that first inning, guys. He got knocked around pretty good, and that can be hard to recover from mentally sometimes.
Now the 2-1 is strike two, swinging.
Oh, man, was that a hack. He's trying to create his own run support with a swing like that.
Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out.
Man, I love watching a pitcher that just rears back and blows smoke by a guy at the letters.
Number
That's the
one.
ultimate challenge pitch, and for me personally, watching hitters swing and miss, man, that's a sight of beauty.
At the plate, Jonathan Villar. Batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike one. Second at-bat here, he reached via a single to lead off the home first. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Hit hard back up the middle and into center field as he's aboard with a one-out single. You can relate, Dan. So what's going through the pitcher's mind right now?
Well, Matt, as we take a look at his line here, he might not know all the specifics, but he knows he hasn't been pitching all that well in this one. Sometimes it happens. You start a game and never completely get into that rhythm. Seems to be the case here.
Next to dig in, Luis Guillorme. Flied out in his first at-bat, so making 0 for 1 so far. From the belt, kicks and deals.
Man, I really like the way this lineup is making this guy work today. You're going to see the bullpen getting going here soon.
Pitch is piling up, 44, and he's not clear of the second yet. Well off the plate with the change of pace. That's ball two. Use the slide step there, Danny.
Yeah, he's clearly thinking about the steal right here. Didn't happen, but the cat-mouse game continues on.
Hit hard up the middle. And that gets through for a one-out base hit.
Wow, and the hits just keep piling up for them. Take a look at the numbers here. That's already 6 hits, and we're only in the second inning. We'll see if they can keep this up as the innings go on.
Into the box, Dominic Smith. That's popped up, and this is going to be a foul ball. So far this season, Smith has a batting line residing in the 290s, looking to boost that even higher here. Outside for a ball, 1-1. Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
Now the double steal is on here. Now here's the drive out to right center field. And the runner is in from second. In to score is the runner from first. It's a 6-0 ball game.
You know who's the happiest man in the building right now? His starting pitcher. He's got a big old smile on his face. He knows he has a 6-run lead here in the early going to work with. You can't let that take away your edge, though.
Anthony Banda enters from the pen in just the second inning, so they'll hope to get some length out of him and have him stay out there for a while. So here's Pete Alonso. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Line drive to left. Dickerson is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are 2 gone now.
Well, he hit that ball pretty well, but the only problem was that he pulled off it just a bit. The location was a little on the outer half, so he would have hit it even better if he would have stayed through the middle of the field with it.
Now to bat, Michael Conforto. He's driven in 4 already, and yet another big RBI opportunity for him right here.
Matt, they couldn't have asked for anyone to hit better in this spot than this guy right here. He looks dialed in at the plate right now.
Here's the first pitch. He offers at it and hits it in the air to left. Dickerson's under it, and that retires the side. Gotta love a night at the ballpark. These fans certainly are. We're back with more on this Monday night after this. Stepping in once again is Mauricio Dubon. And D-Row down 6 already in the early part of this ball game. What's the mentality for them as they try to work their way back?
You know what, Matty? I've been down 6 before, and I've come back from even further down than that in some big ball games. You have to find a way to just relax and start piecing some good ABs back to back.
Now the first pitch. This one's hit deep out to left center field. And that'll get down out there near the wall. And he is into second base with a leadoff double.
And from the list of stats you never want to hear if you're a pitcher, we have this. It's only the 3rd inning, and he's already allowed more hits than he did in his entire last outing.
Stepping in now, Alex Dickerson, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. Good splitter there, and it's even at 1-1. Dubon leads off second with nobody out. Popped him up. Alonso is there for it. He's got it 1 away.
Now batting, the second baseman, Tommy LaStella.
At the plate now is Tommy LaStella. First offering, as he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball one. The 1-0 home.
2-0.
Hey, you want to talk about being in the zone? This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. 2 great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
Yeah.
And he'll just watch the splitter here, 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Called strike that time, and it's even at 2-2.
Love the fact the pitcher challenged him in that spot right there. Didn't love the location. But I got to be honest with you, I think he's got him on his heels right now. Don't be shocked if he attacks the zone again.
And a splitter swung on and missed that time, and that'll be out number 2. So next to hit is Brandon Belt, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. Here's the 0-1. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Conforto will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. 1 left for San Francisco. They still find themselves down 6-zip. And we're back for the bottom of the 3rd. Let's check in with Heidi Watney.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with the Mets manager to discuss his thoughts on his club's offense so far. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. He said forcing the opposing starter out of the game before the 3rd inning and posting a bunch of runs right out of the gate was huge for them from a confidence standpoint and for their outlook moving forward in this game. The key now is keeping their foot on the gas pedal, Matt.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Ready now is Jeff McNeil. 0-for-1 for him here in this one.
6.
The pitch. The windup and the 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2.
Looked like he was going to wait him out, see if he was going to come over the heart of the plate. Well, newsflash, he is, and this hitter's going to adjust his batting gloves, and he better be ready in the box.
Change up, and he ain't buying it. 1-2. That's lifted the other way out to left. Dickerson's under it, and that's the first out of the inning.
Now batting, number 22.
And that'll bring in Ramon Laureano. It was a double for him in his first turn at the plate.
Yeah, it's been an offensive explosion for him today. There's a fight at the bat rack. Everyone seems to be putting barrel on baseball in this lineup.
Ball 1. Laureano is simply an all-around great defensive outfielder. Not only does he have great range and great hands, he's also got a plus arm, one that base runners and base coaches certainly have to be mindful of.
Absolutely. When you are in the meeting room preparing for this guy, it is the first thing that jumps off the page. Do not take the extra base.
Now the 2-0 home is laid off, but in there for strike 1.
Ooh, that's a good pitch to take a hack at right there. Change up in the zone. He'd like to have that one back.
1 out, nobody on. Line drive to left. Dickerson is there, and he'll bring this one in.
The catcher,
he got that
33.
one pretty good. It just didn't have the right launch angle to carry over the outfielder's head. Small difference where the ball hit the bat could have made all the difference.
Into the box now, James McCann. As he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. 0 for 1 here in the early going. That one's going to find the seats. Strike one. High pop-up. And Longoria will make the catch to retire the side. Down in order go the Mets. They lead it 6-0. New inning set to get underway, and stepping in is the veteran shortstop, Wilmer Flores.
Wilmer Flores.
First offering on its way. Flores, a previous member of the Diamondbacks organization. He was signed as a free agent in the middle of last season.
Yeah, I know he expected to get a longer-term deal, but these are the facts right now. He is on a one-year deal, and he is going to have to produce if he is going to get that multi-year he's been looking for come off-season.
There's another pitch for a strike, and this guy's really attacking hitters well tonight, being aggressive early on, and if he continues to throw strikes like he is, he's going to have a pretty good night.
And he'll try to get him to chase the fastball there, but he lays off 1-2.
Man, that's a good take there on that 0-2 fastball just missed. He must have a really good eye at the plate.
Splitter, 2-2. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Here now the 2-2. Skied into straightaway right. Long run for the right fielder. He gets there and makes the play for the first out.
Up next for the Giants, the third baseman, Evan Longoria.
So one out and nobody aboard, and that brings up Evan Longoria. First offering. Swing and a miss that time. It's 0-1.
Hey, it's a game of execution. If the pitcher stays right there, this lineup's going to continue to have a tough time.
The windup and the 0-1. And a check swing here as he couldn't help himself, and it's ruled strike two. Hit weakly back to the mound. And there are two away now.
Now batting, catcher, Buster Posey.
Here's Buster Posey now. Flew out in his only at-bat so far. And the pitch. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. Line towards center field. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. Some success with 2 away, and the top of the 4th is still alive. It's like magic or something. He's given up a boatload of hits, but they haven't been able to chase a runner home.
Yeah, he's got the outs when he's needed them and seems to be really comfortable pitching from the stretch. Hard to keep that up over several innings, though.
At the plate now, Anthony Banda, as he'll take a look at ball 1. Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now.
Can't fall behind against the pitcher. Need to minimize pitch count against the easy outs, and this is certainly one of them.
Posey, the runner at first with 2 gone. Swung on, missed 2-1.
Good luck with that pitch. That pitch is an absolute nightmare, almost unhittable. Nasty downward action, high 80s velocity.
And it misses. 3-1 now.
Well, he really needs to make this guy swing the bat right here. He's not the type of hitter you want to dance around with.
And he lays off here. It's ball 4. And that is really cause for concern as he's just walked the opposing pitcher.
Well, he made quick work of the first two guys this half inning, getting 2 quick outs, but then he gives up a base hit and now the walk. We'll see if he has it in him to draw the line in the sand and get out of this.
Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. A ball and a strike to the Giants leadoff man. Down low, 2 balls and a strike.
Hey, lots of guys get too aggressive in a spot like this, but he's done a nice job of gaining some count leverage. Look for him to put the ball in play hard.
The set and the 2-1 pitch. So this won't get by the shortstop as he's there to take it in for the 3rd out. Giants leave a couple. They won't make a dent in a 6-0 deficit. Ready to go in the bottom of the 4th. And set to stand in as the veteran pitcher, Taijuan Walker. First pitch on the way.
Hey, I still believe in my heart the best pitch is a well-executed fastball down and away, and that's exactly what that is. He swings at that. That's off the end of the bat. That's not hard contact at all, and that's an easy out for the defense.
LaStella backs up a bit, and he takes charge for the first out.
Number 1.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Jonathan Villar. Couple of singles to his credit thus far. First pitch on its way. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Fastball called for strike 2. 6 runs, 7 hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. Pops this one up. And this will not be caught. It's a foul ball. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2. Did well just to make contact there as he spoils off a good changeup. Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going.
Put that in the memory bank. First time he breaks out a curveball right there, and it's a pretty good one.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. LaStella onto the grass. He gets there, and that's the 2nd out.
The batter, number 13, shortstop, Luis Guillorme.
Up next, Luis Guillorme. He scored after knocking a single in his last at-bat. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch.
2 outs, nobody on, but a base runner here feels like it would really change the complexion of the inning.
Big spot right here. Middle of the order guy is coming up. Let's see if he can extend the inning.
That evens it up 1-1. 2 out, nobody on. Weak roller right side. Throw to first with time to spare, and the side is retired. Mets go down 1-2-3, but they're on top by a count of 6-0. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Thanks, Matt. Between innings, I was able to discuss the current state of the Giants lineup with their manager, Gabe Kapler. And one thing he stressed to me was the need for them to have better at-bats when they've got runners on base. With just one hit with runners in scoring position in the game, you can understand why he feels that way. But he also says he likes the way his guys are responding to the adversity. It seems as though they're keeping their energy and mood up. So we'll see if they can start coming through with some big hits as we go forward.
Leading off.
Okay, thank you, Heidi.
The center fielder, number 1, Mauricio Dubon.
Now the pitch. Mauricio Dubon stands in as he looks at ball 1 here. Couldn't get his hands through there, and it's 1-1. Had nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1.
Hey, curveball that kind of backed up on him right there. Might have popped out of his hand just a little bit earlier than he intended.
The 2-1.
Not a time to fool around right now on a 3-2 count with the middle part of the order coming up. Expect a good pitch to swing at.
Now the payoff pitch home. It's the top of the zone. He struck him out looking.
I'll tell you, he looks really dialed in on the bump right there. He's got a shutout going, and he really seems to have this lineup off balance. Even when he challenges them up in the zone, they don't have an answer for it.
So now to the plate, Alex Dickerson. Popped him up. Guillorme over to his left. 2 gone.
Now batting, second baseman, Tommy La Stella.
Now the Giants' number 4 batter, Tommy La Stella. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch.
Hey.
Ball that time.
On its way is pitch number 75. Back up the middle. And that's through for a hit.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dad. Sent it back right where it came from.
To the plate now, Brandon Belt, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. The 1-0 home. Popped up. Guillorme is under it. He handles it easily, and the inning is over. Giants leave 1. They still find themselves down 6-0. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And next to bat will be the outfielder, Dominic Smith.
Dominic Smith.
Here's the first pitch. As he'll come up empty there as he misses the off-speed pitch for strike 1. And it looks now like a right-hander's getting hot in the Giants bullpen. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. One and two to Dominic Smith.
If I'm in the box, you take a step out right here. Take a deep breath after that high fastball. You got to be leery of him burying something in the dirt.
That's popped up. In there, a base hit. And this will find the wall deep in the corner.
Hey, sometimes that's how a rally gets started right there. I know it's a soft liner, but leadoff man on usually poses problems.
Alonso.
Up next, the power bat of Pete Alonso.
And a swing from him yields a foul pop out of play to the right.
1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. The 0-1 pitch. And this one's in the dirt. And he is in there. They couldn't get him at second. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
Well, when you throw a breaking ball in the dirt, that's the danger. You have to trust your catcher, but this one skips away, and the open base takes the double opportunity away with it. Might prove to be costly.
The 1-1 is swung on and missed for strike number 2.
Man, this pitcher is on right now, pounding the zone, attacking these hitters. He's making it look easy.
They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you see that ball as a hitter, you think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
In now, Michael Conforto. And it's belted high and deep into right center. Looking up is the center fielder. Out of here into the visitors' bullpen. Michael Conforto connects for a 2-run home run. His second home run of the game as they've widened this lead to 8 now.
Second home run of the game right there. He is locked in at the plate. You hear so many of today's players talk about rhythm and timing. Well, he is perfectly on time in the heart of the zone.
Jeff McNeil will be the next to take a turn. Popped high in the air. Posey is there. 2 down.
Now batting, number 22.
So now into the box is Ramon Laureano. 1 for 2 with a double on the ledger so far. First offering. He grounds it sharply to third. Longoria's there. Throw cleanly into first, and that ends the inning. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run home run. 5 innings complete. It's the Mets 8 and the Giants nothing. All set for the start of the inning, and that'll bring forth the slugging shortstop, Wilmer Flores. Walker's ready. Here's the first pitch. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side, and this is going to get down. It's a foul ball. The windup and the 0-1. And he takes a big swing at that one as this one's lifted high in the air and deep out to left field. And a leaping effort at the wall, but it's in vain. A home run. A solo shot here to left, number 18 for him on the campaign, and they're now on the board, though still well behind.
Oh, and that was really close to a long out. The left fielder had a beat on it, and he gave it a great effort, but he couldn't quite bring it back. Instead, it's a trip around the bases.
Stepping in now, Evan Longoria.
The third baseman.
And he's first pitch swinging here as he lines this one into left field for a base hit. And this will bang up against the wall. The relay. And he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a two-base hit.
The catcher, number 24.
Left fielder really never had a chance at that one at all. It